I got home early and ate dinner with Canon.
どうしたの？ぼんやりして。
I was thinking about Mom. Apparently, my expression betrayed my grim worries. It's possible that Canon understood, but she didn't push the topic.
まあいいや。兄さん聞いて。
That's the way Canon has survived up until now. It's not because she's particularly sensitive or anything. She just doesn't want to get involved with any trouble.
のんちゃん、明日オフなのです。
You've got a break?
だから守って。
Protect you? Something must be bothering her. She's pouting.
いっぱい来るの、テレビの人、雑誌の人、企業の人。なんでのんちゃんの休みとか知ってるのかな？
Just get rid of them properly.
今の時期はさすがにお断りしてるんだよ。でも来るの。忙しいところすみません、みたいな。仕事のことじゃなくて、個人的にファンなんで、みたいな。
That's just a bit of reckon before they go for the proverbial kill. So you're saying you want me to take you out?
兄さんと遊ぶの、1年ぶりくらいだよ。
That long, huh? Still. Well, I guess it's not such a big deal to skip school for a day. If you want to hang out with me, then I guess I just have to suck it up. But no making a big scene out of it.
千葉の遊園地はダメですか？
If you even get within 100 yards of that place, the tabloids will have enough material for a month.
じゃあどうするの？
Well, what do you want to do?
わかんない。
Oh, come on, don't pull this act on me. You've been practicing every day, so you've had to hold it all in, right?
たまる？何がたまるの？
You know, stress, for example. I just figured you'd want to go have some fun.
へー。
Hey, she says. Fine then, we are just going to spend the day doing nothing. We can rent a movie.
映画ね。うん。何見る？
What do you like?
わかんない。
Alright, let's watch a love story then.
やだ。
Why not?
だって別に大波乱がなくても好きになるもの。思い出の約束とかなくても好きになるもの。のんちゃんはちょっと優しくしてもらえば十分好きになるよ。
I have no idea what she's talking about. Okay, how about a tearjerker then? Like those mother-daughter dramas, where the mom's real sweet, but the daughter's just too spoiled to realize it.
ほうほう。じゃあそれ、借りてきて。
Guess she didn't catch the implication.
じゃあ寝る。
She dove headfirst into my bed and stopped moving. Hey, would you at least change first? But there was no answer. I should get to bed early today myself. I've been catching strange colds recently. Illnesses and headaches continuously assail me. I sat alone in the dark, examining a photo. Usami Haru. The moment I said the name, a dull ache reared its ugly head in my temple. Usami. Usami Haru, is it? I know that name all too well, unless it's a different Usami. That girl's father was the mastermind who destroyed my family. Say what? Besides mom and dad, I also have two siblings. Oh, he has two siblings? No, had. One died of a heart disease soon after birth, and the other died in a terrorist attack overseas. Dad is still rotting in a dark cell awaiting the end of his sentence. Mom's all the way in Hokkaido, tormented by mental illness. And then there's me, who discarded the Samejima name and all it represented for the brand Asahi and the sins it implies. So I wonder, just what is happiness? Only demons exist in this world. And seeing as that's the case, the best I can do is to become the lord of these demons, the devil. No, I won't think about such things. Usami's made no mention of it, so she probably just wants to forget about the whole ordeal. Just as I have changed my name to Asahi and discarded my past, Usami must have something of her own that drives her. When it's time to lay the cards on the table, will I tell her? It's been so long since I felt so sentimental. Is it because I've been thinking about such unusual things? That night, in my dreams, I saw my mother. The guilt tore at my sleep like a beast within me. Sometimes I ask myself where the turning point in my life had been. Though I never get an answer, my memory is always open to a freezing village in Hokkaido. Behind a wall as thin as paper, and a shack without double-paned windows. The wind and snow battered the roof without remorse. Mom's fingertips, nothing but weak skin wrapped around tired bones, shook violently from the frigid cold. That evening we were huddled together just as we were every day, doing our best to endure the cold and the darkness. Mom, can we run away? She shook her head lightly in response, and the bruises she'd received from that monstrous man shined black in the dim lamp.
あんまり引っ越しが続くとお友達もできないでしょ?
I can make friends anywhere.
無理しないの.
You too, Mom. Don't push yourself too hard either. Her hand gently caressed my emaciated cheekbone. Freezing wind suddenly barraged the room. I poked my head out of the quilt and saw that bear of a man standing in the doorframe. It was Kanu.
Kyosuke, 大丈夫か?
Strangely enough, he was concerned about my health. A man who had beaten me to the brink of consciousness that very day had no right to ask such a question.
すまんかったな。酒飲んでたもんで、ついな。
That is no excuse. Kanu sat on the floor, spread out, and began to guzzle the spirit he had brought with him. As I watched him drink, after so casually intruding into the only sanctuary my mother and I held, a sense of fear welled up inside my heart. My back and waist, where he had beat me the hardest, started to burn once again.
怖いか、京介。明日になったら病院に連れてってやるべ。
Mom spoke up.
出てってください。
すまんかったって。
京介が怖がっています。
I wasn't the only one scared of him. Mom was too.
なあ、仲良くするべ。俺は京介の新しいお父さんになりたいんだわ。
That sentence may never leave me for as long as I live. Thinking about it now, Kanu was a typical violent drunk. A violent, abusive drunk. When he was sober, he played at looking for forgiveness.
少しでも反省なさっているなら、京介に温かい飲み物でも買って与えてもらえませんか?
今は吹雪だ。どこの店も閉まってる。
It was no exaggeration, the snow and wind were stronger than ever. However, the vending machine right around the corner wasn't affected in the least. Kanu took a swig from the bottle.
温まるぞ、京介。
He pushed the bottle to me. His breath and the smell of alcohol made me dizzy.
やめてください。
いいじゃないか。親子で酒を酌み交わそうってんだ。
Mom came to my side, but Kanu brushed away her hand. He stared at me with lifeless eyes.
飲め。遠慮すんな。
Using all my strength, I closed my frozen lips. My hairs stood on end. The mouth of the bottle in front of me was shining, soaked with Kanu's spit.
飲まんと母さんが困るぞ。俺たちは家族だべ。大黒柱の父親に見捨てられたら、お前ら生きていかれんべ。
Mom screamed. She protected me, trying to chase away the scary giant. I get it already. I reached out and grabbed the bottle. However, it was nearly full and incredibly heavy, and my hand slipped in surprise. With a dull sound, the bottle fell on its side. As I watched the liquid flowing out onto the old worn floor, a sound reached my ears.
お父さんの酒だべ。
As I was about to go into a defensive stance, I was yanked up by the collar.
なんま腹立つわ、京介。父さんがせっかく仲良くしようと思ったのに。
Pain, fear, and burning anger assaulted me. I couldn't hold them back anymore. What a joke! What kind of father are you? I immediately felt myself floating in the air. My face was burning, and I was seeing stars. Mother's heartfelt screams pounded on my eardrums. My head was being held down against the floor.
なめろ、酒をなめろ。父さんのクリスマスプレゼントだべ。
Christmas. At the time, I only knew that Christmas was supposed to be a day where families share warmth and love. Come to think of it, that was indeed Christmas Day. Just where is God? I wondered as my face was smashed against the alcohol-soaked floor. Shrieking and roaring melted into one. The walls were shaking, but not from the battering of anything as forgiving as the wind. Kanu had grabbed Mom's face and smashed it against the window. He grabbed her hair and cursed as spit flew everywhere. Violence again and again. Eventually, the sound of sobbing drowned the world. Was it me who was crying, or was it my mother? Either way, I couldn't stand to watch another second. I'm sorry.
Huh?
I'm sorry. I squeezed out one last plea with the last of my energy.
ごめんなさい。お父さんだろう
My heart was frozen. That was the moment all emotion within me died. My eyes fell on the snow outside the window. That snow would go on to emotionlessly cover everything, and for once I understood its mercy. Regret, misery, everything was quick to be buried in this white, frozen world. I'm sorry, Dad. That was the moment I was reborn. My heart was already frozen to the core. I had no feelings whatsoever. One last time, I begged, apathetic. God, please save me. It was only something I muttered without thinking, but God must have heard it. Someone was bashing on the door with great force. The visitor that came despite all that wind and snow kicked down the door and walked in.
邪魔するぞ。
It's Gonzo. He stepped in magnificently. A body immune to the elements, standing like a monster from the peaks of the snowiest mountain. Behind him, a few other men stepped in without hesitation. There wasn't a single coat among them. Their pitch-black suits were covered with snow.
逃げられると思ったが。
Those cold eyes looked toward my mother. Even as young as I was, I understood that they were here to collect our debt.
なんだてめえらは。
Kandu's eyes opened wide.
てめえこそなんだ頭に向かって何上等な口聞いてんだ
Suddenly, one of the men in suits scolded.
こちらのお方はな
おい。
After the large man, who seemed to be the leader, shot him a glance, the man beside him apologized and shut up.
あんたら、ヤクザもんか。
The savior at the door had a very similar build to Kandu. However, the air that radiated from him was so different that it was visible at first glance.
てめえは、この親子のなんだ俺は、
I suppose that was the limit to his fatherly love.
払え。こいつらが払えない分を、てめえが少しでも払え。ちょっと待てよ。俺は関係ねえって。
The next moment, Kandu's head snapped back. A fist had smashed into his face. He didn't even have time to squeal like a pig before his ears had been twisted tortuously.
俺が誰だか知りたいか。
He used his other hand to retrieve a card from his front pocket.
やめてくれ
He pressed a corner of the card to Kandu's ear, laughing coldly. Kandu's eyes were rolling back in his head.
よーく聞け。
Rolling the card into a thin stick, he jammed it into Kandu's ear. Ooh, ah, wah. Strange alien sounds echoed around the room. So, who are you? Fear and exultation finally slipped out of my mouth. Kandu, who had been a mountainous obstacle to my mother and I, had just been silenced in an instant. It wasn't an angel who had descended to my aid, but a demon.
さらえ。
The demon didn't even seem to see me, he just ordered his henchmen around. Hands gripped me from all sides, dragging me away. Wait, I'll do anything, anything! My pleas must have annoyed the men surrounding me as they struck me. Strangely though, despite being hit by a punch, I didn't feel any pain. Please, tell me. That incredible might. Please, let me join you. The scenery of a poor school, some place I struggled day in, day out without a single friend, suddenly floated before my eyes. As long as I follow this man, no one will scorn me ever again. I'll have the power to protect Mom. My fear was gradually ebbing as anticipation thoroughly flushed it away. Without a doubt, I was getting carried away. They threw me to the ground and stepped on me, but I didn't feel any pain. At the time, my face must have been filled with a pierced light of sincere prayer to God. Finally, the demon spoke.
金を返せるか。
Money?
大金だ。
I'll pay it.
嘘つきだな、貴様は。
Sorry?
借金がいくらなのかも知らんくせによく言う。
I'm sorry.
嘘をついても構わんが、嘘が発覚したときは許さんぞ。
Alright.
俺の群れに加わりたいだと。
Yes, please.
なら、母親を置いて俺と来い。
Leave Mom? There's no way I could do that.
その女はしばらく札幌にでも送る。どのみちお前らは一緒には暮らせない。
That unanswerable statement stopped me dead in my tracks.
お前もどうせ どこかの施設に預けられる。
The demon's words were absolute in my ears. I believed sincerely that whatever future he saw for me was indeed my destiny. Mom, our eyes met. As I think back, my face must have been a spectacle of submission and exhaustion. Mom, that thin neck could only shake slightly, silently, to show her fear at losing me. Our unending tragedy already had her at her limits. And I was at mine as well. I could no longer turn back. Take me away, I beg you. Hearing this, a cold laugh came from the demon's thick lips.
母親を捨てたか。
I'm not abandoning her.
お前は物になりそうだ。
No, I swore in my heart, I'm definitely not abandoning her. Having made my decision, I closely followed Asai Gonzo's back. I'll come and get you, I swear. This was the promise I made that day as I walked away from my mother. I never followed through on that promise. Instead, I followed Gonzo through the long, hard years. When I finally had a strong enough financial base to live with Mom, I asked her about it. But I couldn't force a mentally ill woman to leave a place she feels safe in just to bring her home with me. The doctor told me that because Mom had been forced to move so many times, she was absolutely refusing to leave the place she lives at now. All I can do is give her a call once or twice a week and spend the odd long vacation with her in Hokkaido. She's my only relative. No, I also have a father, Asai Gonzo. Yet, a question that always lingered in my heart. Why did Gonzo make me his foster son? There's a rumor that it allowed Gonzo, Tsunoyama's underboss at the time, to impress the head honchos of Sowa. Taking in a poor kid with no blood relation was a show of valor. Perhaps he just used me in order to move up the Yakuza ladder. Lord knows Gonzo doesn't care about valor or honor. In any case, I lived away from my mother. And I could never bring myself to stand up to Asai Gonzo, the most powerful lord of Tomanbetsu City's organized crime. If only Gonzo would allow it, I could live closer to Mom. If only. So now we know how Kyosuke joined the Yakuza. The first thing I did the next morning was send a letter and some cash to Mom. After I got home, I dangled the DVD I rented in front of Kanon. It's the one you wanted.
ご苦労。
Kanon gets up really early, and despite the fact that she's taking a day off, she still bothered to take the time to perfect her personal appearance this morning. Would you like some pastries?
気が利くね。でも水でいいです。
She might look like a complete fool, but she still takes good care of her body. Well then, I'll be in the study.
一緒に見ようよ。
No!
はい。
She knows where the line is. Just shout if anything comes up. I pressed the play button on the DVD player and disappeared into the study. After around 2 hours, I returned to the living room. The movie's credits were scrolling up the screen. I hadn't heard anything for a while, so I thought she might have fallen asleep again.
見終わりました。
Oh, how was it?
泣いた。
You did? You did not, you liar. You fell asleep, didn't you?
見てたよ。最後ママが死んじゃった。やっぱりいい人が死ぬと悲しいね。
I see. I haven't seen it.
ちょっと質問。
Huh? What?
この映画はママがいい人でしたが、もし悪い人だったらどうなるの？
I don't know. It'll make the movie kind of tedious, I guess.
グダグダか。
I mean, if a bad person dies, people just scoff and move on, right?
だよね。だよね。
What's on your mind, Kanon?
さーて、次は何して遊ぼうかな。
How about we grab some lunch?
どこ行く？
I don't know yet, so let's just head for Central Boulevard for now.
わかった。用意するね。
She thundered off to the washroom. She's pretty passive for someone so selfish. I was very uncomfortable with taking Kanon out. The girls on the streets always point and whisper, and even the middle-aged salaryman look at us with pursed lips. Look, Kanon, can you take like 3 steps away from me?
嫌です。
Please, the situation's looking pretty bad right now.
もう、兄さんはネクラだな。そんなに注目されるのが嫌なのか？
Sure do. I'm petty like that.
こんなんじゃデートできないじゃないか。
She followed behind me, pouting. We eventually made it to the cafe I usually go to. Nevertheless, the waiter still recognized Kanon. His eyes shot open.
ここ兄さんと前来たね。
You did?
1年前に。
I don't remember that.
あの時兄さんはのんちゃんに告白したんだよ。
Quit pulling my leg. She giggled and stuck out her tongue. What do you want to eat?
任せる。
I knew you were going to say that. I picked some random dishes and turned back to Kanon. Hey, what the? Wake up! You can't sleep here! She had suddenly closed her eyes.
あ、ごめん。瞑想の時間だなーって。
Meditation?
イメージトレーニングね。これ大事。飛べるっていう自信がつくの。踏み切り方、流れてる曲、飛んでる時、着地、全部成功した時のイメージするの。
Wait, so when you're sleeping in class, you're...
大概リンクの上にいるね、魂は。
I suddenly felt like giving her a few more respect points. You really are something else, aren't you?
すごいよ。のんちゃんが間違うことないもの。
That's a bold thing to say.
そうかな。みんな人が何言うかなんて興味なくない？何したかじゃない？
They care when it comes to someone as famous as you. When someone like you says even the littlest thing, the whole world gossips about it.
だから兄さんは好き。兄さんはブーブー言いながらなんだかんだでわがまま聞いてくれるもん。
While giggling, she reached over to try and poke my face. I pushed away her hand and continued. I know that you're always thinking about skating.
というか、スケートしか知らないしできないの。
You're pretty laid back, you know that. Still, it's probably good to know what you can and cannot do. Why did you start skating?
コーチがやれって言ったから。
No, that's a little too laid back. Was that your only reason?
それよく言われるな。みんなドラマ求めてくるな。
There's nothing wrong with people wanting to hear some great story about your introduction to skating.
強いて言えば、
If you had to give a reason?
女の日本人でも世界一になれそうなスポーツだったからかな。
Ah, foreigners and Japanese have radically different physiques after all. And why did you have to be the world's best?
さあ、それもコーチが毎日言ってたからかな。
So it's all thanks to Ikuko-san's brilliant education.
だって毎晩寝る前に絶対自分のオリンピックの時のこと話すんだもの。
Ikuko-san came in 6th, right?
金メダルだったはずだって言ってるよ。当時はロシアとアメリカが仲悪かったからとか。
And what exactly do international politics have to do with getting the gold?
ちょっと前まで6点満点で審判の人が点数つけてたの。今みたいに技術を分析する人とかいなくて、審判の人の思い込みで大概決まってたの。
Right, right.
コーチが言うには、アメリカの審判がコーチに高い得点つけそうだったもんだから対抗してロシアの人が点数を下げたって。
Seemed like he was going to give a high score? What? Don't the judges, judge together at the same time? How would anyone know if the American judge was going to give a high score?
ロビージャッジングっていうのがあるの。リンクの外で大会の役員とか審判とかコーチとかがチャーシバいて雑談してる中でなんとなく分かっちゃうんだって。
Oh, is that how it is? Oh, come on, if a judge came up with some ridiculous score, then his life as a judge would be over.
でも国に帰れば英雄だって。なんか怖いね。
Scary indeed, but the current judging system is fine, right?
どうかな。今その審査点方式に変わったばっかりだからね。選手もコーチも審判の人も慣れてないからね。
Wah.
でも一人くらいいたずらしても無駄だよ。最高点と最低点をカットしてその後平均点を出すから。
But if all of the judges cheat, then you'd be doomed.
のんちゃんが万が一負けたらまずそういうことだね。
She giggled, filled to the brim with confidence until the very end. At that moment, her rice omelette arrived.
どれどれ、のんちゃんミシュランが星をつけてあげよう。
And just what do you plan on awarding your honors to?
まず兄さんのネクラド星0。
Why me?
あ、兄さんお箸取って。
You don't use chopsticks for omelets.
兄さんのツッコミ星0。
I'm getting mad now.
普通に言われたからね今。
Hurry up and eat. I have an appointment later this afternoon.
は